Welcome back to Old School New School Podcast, episode 65.
I'm Scott, I'm old school.
I'm Chester, and I'm New School. And what are we going to be talking about today?
Today we're going to talk about, instead of talking about playoff seeding and that sort of stuff, we're going to talk about who we think the hottest teams are going into the playoffs.
Okay.
So let's jump right into it.
Okay.
Your hottest AFC team right now.
My hottest AFC team right now?
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, good. Let's preface this by saying, like, a month or so ago, we did this thing, did an episode about how we thought the Steelers, and at that time, I still believe the Steelers were playing better than the Ravens.
Well, yeah, they were 10-3, and then they lost 3 straight. Now they're 10-6.
And now the Steelers are on a total nosedive, and boy, did we hear it from the Ravens fans.
Yeah.
Whew.
And, yeah.
So, Ravens fans, thanks for all the comments, but we don't hate your team. We just need them to, but they need to show it in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this.
Remember
last year?
Yeah, last year.
They were the hot team going in. So why? Because they've been playing really well.
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, they've been playing really well.
Okay.
And I think I really think the only team that rivals them is Buffalo, but they haven't really stood out. I mean, having a close game to New England, I get that as your division rival, but having a close game to a 3-13 Patriots is not very good.
Yeah,
you know,
and giving up so many points to the Rams.
Yeah.
On the road, I mean, that's a lot of points.
Yeah, it's a lot of points you're giving up.
My AFC hottest team.
Okay.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
Only because they've been there.
Yeah. Yes.
And last year they were beatable.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't beaten, and I have this horrible feeling that this year they're gonna go to the Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
Their defense is very, very good. Their offense is middle of the road.
Yeah.
There's nothing special of that offense, except in the last 2 minutes.
Patrick Mahomes just becomes
Superman.
Yeah.
And it's cool to watch. It's exciting and stuff. And they just make the plays happen. And until somebody beats that team,
but it's just so dumb because he looks like an awful quarterback for 4 quarters of football. And then they're in a 1-score game with 2 minutes left. They have the ball, and then he goes down and scores.
Well, and his stats are terrible.
Yeah,
he's the worst of his career. So I still think they're the hottest team. They only have 1 loss somehow. I mean, so until Buffalo or Baltimore steps up to the plate and knocks that team off, I still think they're the hottest team.
Yeah,
okay,
I understand that.
And nobody's talking about them.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about Buffalo and Baltimore.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs are just like sliding in. Okay, let's go to the NFC real quick. You want me to go first?
I can go first.
Go ahead.
My hottest NFC team is the Vikings. And the only reason I'm going to say that is because they're the teams that are equal or ahead of them. And I believe, I think that the Lions are a better football team. However, the Lions have so many injuries. I just don't think it's possible. Like, I don't think they will beat them this Sunday because the injuries they have on defense is really... They have, 23 people out on their defense, which is insane. And the Vikings don't look injured at all. Sam Darnold's been playing great. You got to give him a little credit, even if he has a very good supporting cast. But, dude, he's doing his job, and he's throwing the football around. So I think that's the hottest team just because they don't have many injuries and they look really good.
I'm going to agree with you that right now they are the hottest team in the NFC going in. And the defense. Yeah, their defense is good.
Their defensive coordinator is very good. So
teams playing the Vikings. This is your chance. What do they got to do?
Move Kirk Cousins. I mean, not Kirk Cousins. Sam Darnold.
Move Sam Darnold off his spot.
The problem is that I didn't know how good their offensive
line played really well against the Packers.
The Packers had 1 sack and maybe 1 pressure.
And it's not like you need to flush him out of the pocket. You just need him to move 2 steps.
Yeah, because if he's not on platform, it's not.
So whether it's running stunts to get pressure up the middle, but the Vikings offensive line last week played great.
Yeah.
But that's how you beat that team because once he is moving, he is far less accurate, and he gets happy feet.
Yeah.
And that's how you beat the Vikings. But right now, I agree. They are the hottest team going into.
Yeah.
I mean, everything you said is right. Lions, love them, but man, they are injured, and it's starting to show.
I would completely rather the Lions be better than the Vikings. I'd completely rather the Lions win because I don't really like the Vikings.
Yeah, Packers can't put a full game together.
Yeah,
good team that just cannot.
Yeah,
can't figure it out, and that's on LaFleur.
Yeah,
like that's his job. Rams are looking pretty good, but looked suspect. Like, I'm not sure what you're getting out of them. The Buccaneers could be a dark horse, but again, very beatable.
Yeah, lost to the Cowboys. Like, I mean, that's not
a good look.
No,
not. But so like, yeah. I mean, and then there's the Eagles, who you have a quarterback question on now. Is he going to be okay? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I think he would have played this.
Right, but I mean, I kind of feel bad. I don't know if I can feel bad. I feel bad, but kind of sucks that Saquon Barkley won't be able to break the record. But it is for the best, so he does. Because if he got injured, dude, that team would be done.
Yeah. So the Eagles are also kind of like. There's been so much talk about the NFC North.
Yeah.
That the Eagles again, similar to the.
Just kind of sneaking.
They're kind of just like hanging out there, like and they're formidable. But right now, I think it's the Vikings. They've won like 9-10 straight.
The Vikings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. So that's about it. That's who we think is hottest right now. We'll find out, and next week is playoffs, so that's going to be good. Good.
Yeah.